What is the season-long impact of college football fall camp injuries? Imagine preparing for a big game and suddenly losing a key player before the season even starts. That's what fall camp injuries can do to a college football team. During fall camp, players push their bodies to the limit with full contact practices, scrimmages, and intense conditioning. This environment is where most injuries happen, especially head impacts and injuries to the knees and ankles. In fact, nearly 72% of concussions happen during practice, and about half of those occur during preseason sessions. The physical nature of fall camp makes it a risky time for injuries, especially for positions like defensive backs, defensive linemen, and offensive linemen, who experience the highest injury rates. These injuries often result in players missing multiple games, which can stretch the team's roster thin. When a starting player gets hurt, coaches are forced to move backups into important roles quickly. This can mean shifting players to unfamiliar positions or increasing the workload for those already starting. Such changes can affect team chemistry and morale. If multiple key players get injured, the team's game plan might need to be completely adjusted. For example, if an offensive lineman goes down, the entire blocking scheme might change, impacting the team's offensive production. Younger players who get more playing time due to injuries may develop faster but are also more prone to mistakes. This can lead to inconsistent performance during critical moments in the season. The impact of injuries during fall camp doesn't end when the season begins. Teams that lose important players often struggle to perform at their best throughout the year. For instance, teams with many injuries at high injury positions like defensive linemen or linebackers find it harder to generate pressure or stop the run. The severity of injuries varies by position, with some positions experiencing more severe injuries than others. Defensive linemen and linebackers tend to suffer more severe injuries, which can keep them out for longer periods. To reduce injury risks, the NCAA has introduced practice modifications, such as limiting full contact days and focusing more on schematic and mental training. However, some coaches feel these changes haven't significantly lowered injury numbers yet. The long-term effects of fall camp injuries can also influence recruiting and development. If a highly rated recruit gets injured early, it might delay their progress or even cause the team to look elsewhere for replacements. Overall, managing injuries during fall camp is a key part of building a successful team. Teams that carefully plan their practices, focus on injury prevention, and have depth at key positions can better handle the challenges injuries bring. The season-long impact of fall camp injuries really comes down to how well a team adapts and recovers from those early setbacks.